It is time we were united as a society. You will make lots of babies. As many babies as possible for my son.
My life as queen was difficult.
What has it been like for you developing her on a deeper level like this?
Well, I was just saying, it's really interesting because in Bridgerton I don't have a family, you know, so all of that I've done as backstory. So to now have Shonda write 13 children for me and have 13 actors play those children, it's like the physical has really informed the imagination. Do you know what I mean? And I find that thrilling. And when I was filming Queen Charlotte, I was also filming Bridgerton last year. So it was a really interesting kind of journey of in and out of knowing, taking that knowledge of my children and then putting it into something that I'd been doing for the last couple of years. Yeah, it's fascinating. I feel very, very blessed in that way.
A lot of research, a lot of watching Bridgerton over and over and over again. But yeah, just like understanding the script and understanding who she was. Yeah, we had such good scripts. I didn't feel like I needed to do too much work. It was all written for me, and I had an amazing cast as well, which really helped. So, yeah.
Brimsley, tell me about the king. Is he ugly, perhaps deformed?
He is the king.
Yes. And?
Hello, my lady. Are you in need of assistance of some kind?
Shonda's created this incredible character for you. What has it been like developing him into this extension of the Bridgerton universe?
Yeah, I mean, it's been such an honor. Her scripts are so rich with character and detail. I mean, she makes it so very easy to lift the text off of the page. You know, half the work is already done for you, as it were. And I get to share this part with the brilliant Hugh Sachs, and he has given me so many ideas and so much backstory to play with. But both him and the director have said, but also, you know, you're creating the younger version of him, so you have a blank canvas to paint, so you go off and do your thing. Really creative process. It's been lovely.
So let's talk a little bit about what it's been like developing your character.
Well, in Bridgerton, there wasn't much. I mean, what I love about Charlotte is the sort of 5 characters from Bridgerton and Charlotte, you find out the most about Brimsley because you knew the least about him. And, you know, I'd sort of created a backstory, but Shonda, I thought, no, she knows what she's doing. This is so much more interesting than what I had come up with. So it's just really lovely to delve into the detail of who he is.
It's amazing. I've never done anything like this before, and it's my first time in LA, so I'm just like a bit starstruck at the moment, yeah.
I mean, how did it feel on set? You're stepping into the Bridgerton universe. What has that been like for you?
I think it feels, before you get there, there's this big build-up and it can feel quite pressurised, like big shoes to fill, right? But on set, the atmosphere was genuinely so warm and fun and friendly, and it was just, yeah, it just felt like having a great fun job to do, yeah.
I know we can't go into detail too much, but let's talk a little bit about developing your character and what we're going to see out of him this season.
Without giving too much away, yeah, I suppose we can talk about the historical stuff that we all know happened. Adolphus is kind of this man in a position where he has to make a choice between his country that he's the head of or his sister and his family that he's the head of, and he's forced into a position of essentially it's an arranged marriage. Let's call it what it is. It's hard. I suppose it's hard to judge that now in 2023 eyes. But I suppose the best way I had to approach it was he's just a man of his time, and he did what he had to do, and he believes it's the right thing to do. He absolutely does not want to hurt his sister in any way, shape, or form. But there are bigger responsibilities that he's forced to kind of take care of over her happiness.
And how do you toe the line between the past and the present? What is that like for you?
Well, it's just, you know, it begins with, stylistically, with the director of photography, we talk about how do we visually show the difference in those time periods. So we talked about colors, we talked about lenses, and that's the exciting part. We start doing tests, we pull references as to how we can let the audience know for sure, oh, now we're in this time period and we're in that time period. I mean, the actors are obviously the big key, but there are numerous other elements that really are quite exciting to sort of explore about how to sort of tell that story.
I think we get to see a really complicated love and sort of the truth. I mean, we're not starting with people who they are apart the whole season. This is a couple who they get married on day one. So we're watching them get to know each other, and we're watching them figure each other's out, and we're watching them deal with, you know, all the responsibility, but all of the feelings that they have. It's very sexy and fun.
It is. So getting to expand on Queen Charlotte's story, I mean, what do you think fans are going to love most about it?
I never know what fans are going to love most. I like watching a woman come into her power. I liked watching the friendship between Lady Danbury and Queen Charlotte grow. I liked watching her fall in love and figure out who she wanted to be in that relationship.
You are breathtaking. You break rules, court scandal, and the most royal person I've ever known.
It is you and me. Together.